So you mentioned that Mandela effect. What do you know about that?
Well, first let's say what we were talking about. So you're saying that there used to be a black gentleman on the famous Amos
I'm pretty sure. Watch. Yeah.
chocolate chip cookie bags,
Yeah.
and we're talking about the mini chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
What's going on,
The
everybody?
famous Amos on a Monday.
No, so bring it up. I think so. Going back to your question, what do I know about the Mandela effect? So apparently, I don't understand it. Like, but so you kind of misremember, right? Or apparently it was never how you remember it being. But how do so many people? Because like multiple people think that.
There's more than that, bro. So it's literally it's that supposedly it was that way, but we've transferred to an alternate universe. So it's a different way. I think that's. Have you heard of that or no?
Like it's like an alternate reality.
Yeah, like you know how they say like
that's
when I
something
say
different.
they, it sounds silly, but you've heard of this, right? Like there's different alternate universes. Like and they run like
Parallel.
Like time isn't so like the way it runs isn't from A to B. Like there's a stack of fucking time and fucking it has different realities in it, bro. But there's one of you, one of me, and there's some people that believe that, you know, like we jump between the alternate universes.
So it's it runs.
So
linear.
Willie Amos is an African American man. So I think that's
How'd you
where
find
I got
that fucking guy? What'd you type in?
famous Amos cookies, and then
Hit
popped
images. Go to images on the Google search. Or you could just Google, was Willie Amos on the cookie
I don't
bag?
think he was on there. Maybe I just I seen commercials with him in them and stuff.
I've never seen that guy before in my life.
Yeah, I knew. So
So that guy created them?
that's him. Yeah, he's famous. He's Amos.
So is that all he did? Is that like
He's a cookie maker,
okay?
and I guess he has his own storefront and stuff. But besides that, I wanna type in what is the Mandela effect,
Yeah.
just so we can
I'm trying to think of what's another famous one. Oh,
the Coke, all kinds of different
the
ones.
one that comes to mind that I saw recently was the Fruit of the Loom. Have you seen that?
No.
So-
oh yeah, I know.
Do you
What
remember
is
the
it?
Fruit of the Loom having the what do they call it? It's called a cornucopia, right?
Yeah.
So
I thought
in,
it did.
in one picture it just has the fruit, and then in another picture it has the cornucopia with the fruit. I can't believe I remembered that name, cornucopia.
What is the most famous Mandela effect? Popular examples of the Mandela effect include misremembering Mr. Monopoly wearing a monocle, incorrectly remembering the last name of the Bernstein Bears family.
Mr. Burns.
But those are examples. But what is? How does it work? Okay. The Mandela effect refers to widespread false memories that large numbers of people or a group of individuals believe. They may be harmless, but can also support conspiracy theories or political agendas. Memory is not a perfect recording of events that happened. It can change with time and with practice and priming.
So do you believe that's true?
I believe that I've heard examples where I think that they're wrong.
So you kind of go back and forth on them. You're not 100%. It's not like everyone you see, you're like, yeah, I remember it that way.
Yeah, for instance, like right here, there's one that I can remember. It says "Mirror, mirror on the wall." That's one of the Mandela effects. But
What about it?
watch, "Mirror, mirror on the wall," Mandela effect. What is the actual quote? Most people remember it being mirror, mirror. It was actually... What the fuck? I don't know. They say it a certain way, and then you remember it being said a different way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Here's one, the Oscar Mayer. How do you remember it? Meyer or Mayer?
So let me tell you this. Okay, I got it here now. So I always remember it, mirror, mirror on the wall. You or no? I guess in the movie it says magic mirror on the wall.
That's a bad one for me because I didn't watch
Okay.
that. I didn't watch that Disney movie.
All right.
That's Snow White, right?
Yeah, but man, you never even really heard that or nothing or what?
Not that one. That's the first time I've heard about that one actually.
But you don't know that reference, mirror, mirror on the wall, really?
Yeah, well I know that saying, who's the fairest.
So supposedly it's magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest one? of all?
Yeah, well then that's pretty wild then.
Yeah.
Even though I hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah.
No, that's
so
pretty
That's pretty odd, right?
like this one, I don't agree with this one. It says
That's where I go. I've had ones where I don't agree.
so Shazam. You remember Shazam?
Yeah.
Who was the star of that movie?
I know this one, but I know it's
But do you know who they say who they might try to say it is?
they try to say it's Sinbad,
Yeah.
right? But that's not real. That's
See, that's one that's fucking the other way.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
maybe there's another reality where Sinbad really did it. So you know what I'm saying? That's what some people believe.
So Shaq and Sinbad are in parallel fucking linear fucking time frame. I don't know.
Here's
See,
another one.
There's the Fruit of the Loom one. See, which one do you fucking remember, bro? I remember the cornucopia being there. I swear I do. But that's not.
think so.
That's not the case.
I want to say yes.
Don't you?
Yeah.
Like honestly,
I think I do.
but it wasn't. It's the other one. It's just the fruit.
That's interesting, man. Okay, how about let's just check this one out. What's
False
the
memories.
Berenstein Bears Mandela effect?
According to Wikipedia, name confusion. Many people incorrectly remember the name of the series as the Berenstein Bears. This confusion has generated multiple explanations of the memories, including an unannounced name change, time travel, or parallel universes, and has been described as an instance of the Mandela effect.
I remember it.
What do you call it?
I remember it Berenstein Bears.
That's what I call it.
I remember being a kid and like sounding it out, reading it, and thought it was the weirdest fucking name.
I always called it the Berenstein Bears.
But it's so in
What
reality.
are they trying to say? It's the Bernstein?
Burn. I remember it being Berenstein.
Tomato, but I remember it like you're saying.
I fucking love the Berenstein Bears.
Yeah,
Look,
me
I'm saying
too.
it. I just flows.
I love them.
It flows out of my mouth.
They were great.
Berenstein.
That was great stuff.
They had I had them on VHS. I had they had a Valentine's Day special. I remember,
man.
and then they had some crossovers where the Berenstein Bears fucking hung out with the Flintstones,
Wow.
traded some stories.
So here's another one, man. Like I could sworn the Monopoly dude had an eye fucking piece, didn't he?
Monocle.
A monocle thing.
Yep.
Don't you remember that?
Yeah,
So supposedly they're saying no, that it's like this, like you see it's small, but
yeah. I just saw that one. Yeah, but get this. So what Adam Sandler movie is it where there's a guy who has a monocle and he calls him the fucking Monopoly guy? It's one of Adam Sandler's famous ones.
Probably that you know.
Big Daddy.
I'm
Or
not
no,
sure. It reminds me of the
Mr. Deeds.
Yeah, the
Mr. Deeds.
Yeah.
He's one of the chair people in the meeting. He's like the fucking Monopoly guy, and the dude has a monocle. Look that up.
Huh? Yeah,
I don't know, but
that's
it's weird.
it's weird.
The multiverse. That's what we're living in.
That is weird. Oh yeah, so they're trying. I remember the double O. Don't you think where by my thumb where the Looney Tunes is?
What are they trying to
Look
say?
at the green check. Supposed to be how it is.
Yeah, no, it wasn't tunes like tunes. Like
It's the one with the red X, isn't
Bro,
it?
tunes is music. Tunes is cartoons. How do you spell cartoon? You spell it with two O's.
What
You
am
don't
I?
spell
I'm
it.
gonna pull your move. That's a bad one for me, Joe, because I can't spell.
No, but I'm serious.
I can remember how it looked. Though.
Yeah,
Wasn't
no.
it?
Well, but what are we talking about? The name is cartoon, right?
Yeah, but so they're saying the green is how really it was, but the X is how we remember it.
That's false.
Yeah.
Tunes is music. Tunes, like music, is spelled Tunes, not Toons, like cartoons.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I
Yeah, they're
refuse.
trying to play with our heads here, man. Let's
We're going down a hole, man.
Maybe it is Look at that fucking CERN collider popped up as one of the pictures.
I remember, speaking about like false memories, and they're using that term false memories. I remember specifically on this podcast, this was back on the couch days, me bringing up false memories to you and fucking you telling me, it sounds like if you have false memories, basically you said, it sounds like you're just full of shit. You said that.
What kind of memories?
But at the time, we weren't talking about really the Mandela effect. I don't think we had put two and two together. No, I was talking about like misremembering. That's what I was like misremembering. And
that was
like,
before I was a sober person.
No. This we were on the couch.
We were
we were
my
on the
brain
couch.
was probably
Still recovering?
who knows? Not recovering. Just I probably thought a lot different. Could have been.
I'm not
It
buying.
was like,
I'm
you know what? You're full of shit.
I'm not
man.
buying. You pretty much did. You were like, if you're misremembering, I think you're just full of shit. But
There had to be a good thing we were talking about. Probably like misremembering, like trying to like make shit up to make you sound like you're a better person than you are or something.
I don't know about that. I remember that.
That's funny.
But yeah, so
Everything this guy just said is bullshit.
everything is.
Yeah. Damn, that sounds like me. But on the couch days, you know, that was before I stopped drinking. a lot of them.
No.
No?
I know.
It was after?
Yeah. You would stop drinking.
Oh, we'll see. But
You stopped
either,
drinking.
Either way, the Mandela
Yeah.
effect is, it's interesting. You know, it's just like one of those other things, like
You
the
could just
conspiracy
fucking-
theory shit.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's just a conspiracy
I don't
theory.
like it. Too
You-
much. We don't got enough time to.
You don't like it because it's too real to you.
No.
I can see it.
Well, could be real, but at the end of the day, like to me, same thing. Like I have fun with aliens and that ghost stories kind of shit, but at the end of the day, you always lead to nothing. You know what I mean? It's fun, but really, it's a waste of fucking time.
Waste of fucking time.
Yeah.
Because even if that is real, what the fuck are we gonna do about it? What does it matter?
Gives a fuck. Yeah.
But that'd be cool to find out if it was real.
The alternate universe thing. I think there's something to that. I really do.
What about time travel?
I don't know about that one.
You lost me.
You lost me. No, I just think that like. So is it kind of the same thing? Could be.
Could be
But-
connected.
I guess the alternate universe, it's not traveling time. It's in the present time, but it's just going an alternate universe. But it's kind of the same thing because it could be like Stargate kind of thing, you know? Stargates.
That's a crazy movie.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like what I haven't seen them, but like from what I gather, the Doctor Strange, right? When he opens those portals,
Yeah.
right? So he's like a gatekeeper. So he can open pathways.
Yeah. So this one's for fun, but did you see the one they made? I saw it on the news a couple weeks ago. But
Oh, yeah.
it looked like a time portal,
pretty
but it
cool.
was
Yeah,
a huge FaceTime. Is basically what it was.
So yeah, so it was set up in New York City, and then they had one in Ireland, right? And then so it was like a big circle. You could look this shit up, and it was a big screen.
Yeah.
And they made it look all futuristic. But basically,
Stargate-ish,
it was just a big screen with a camera pointed at the city, right? So it looked like a time portal, right? So you have people in Ireland, you have people in America. Did you hear about what the fucking they were doing on the Ireland side?
No.
Some guy walked up with a picture of the Twin Towers fucking burning and held it up to the portal to New York to New York City.
Huh.
They were like giving them the finger, fucking wild Irish, fucking showing them their balls, whatnot.
Wow.
Yeah. On the New York
missed
side,
that report.
on the New York side, fucking, you got the homeless people like walking up to the camera, fucking
Talk
looking
about
at
the Mandela effect. I didn't see
fucking-
that part.
Look it
no,
up, man.
no, I believe you. I'm just saying.
No,
like,
but
I'm like,
and then we get to show the best of our country. You know, the homeless fucker walking up to the camera, fucking smoking his fucking fentanyl right in front of the fucking camera.
yeah, damn, that's some crazy shit.
Taking a
Twin
shit.
Towers, though,
Yeah,
because that's some hateful. That's some hateful shit.
that's some hate imagery.
Some hate crime, man.
Yeah,
Wow,
it's pretty wild.
that is. I just killed it.
That's the fucking world we live in. The
Well, we'll
fuck,
see you guys
know.
next Monday. No,
I mean, that's fucking reality.
Yeah, I didn't hear that part, but it's whatever. Everybody, we always ruin it. We always fucking ruin everything.
But that's kind of that was them. Why they got to fucking do that?
Some bullshit.
Yeah.
That's like having no humanity kind of shit to me. Like, well, it's whatever. I had some people from Ireland in the van the other day. To
Oh,
be
yeah?
honest with you. Yeah, my head's fucking itching. I had some people in the van from Ireland the other day. It was interesting. They were on some kind of a trip where I don't know the name for it, some kind of a tour kind of thing. But this is totally off the deal. But they were cool people, is why I'm telling you about it. They helped us pack the balloon up and shit. Like the old man, he helped us push the cart while we were fucking. And it sounds like something small, but it helps us a lot. Just a person just pushing the fucking cart while we're loading up the envelope, the balloon. But he was telling me they were here on a trip, and it started in Washington. So they never been to America. They're from Ireland. And he said that it starts in Washington, and then they hit 9 states going down, hit a bunch of national parks and shit. Excuse me. And they come down, and then from Washington over, come down. They hit like a Montana and shit.
Yeah.
And then he said came down to Albuquerque, and then they're going to go into Arizona, and then through Arizona, and then they get to L.A., and then Cali's the last stop, and then they fly back to Ireland. But I'm like, damn, that's pretty cool.
How old are these people?
Old, bro. Like fucking 68, 70. Like old. Like that's old, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so 68, 70, but cool as shit, bro.
Yeah.
But I was thinking and then I told him,
Hold on, I'm gonna cut you off. By that
No, you're
statement,
good.
by that statement, you could tell you have young parents. Go ahead.
okay. But my parents aren't young. My mom's 65.
Yeah, but I don't think you would have said old as shit.
they're
if
youthful, though.
If
My
your
parents
parents are
are
70,
youthful.
it's fun. It just makes me laugh because my mom's 70.
Well, I think at Theo
But
Juan,
I wouldn't say
Theo
old.
Juan 70 is 80 now. He's 80 this year, and when he was like 78 and stuff, and I'm like, that's fucking old.
Yeah.
And what I mean by saying that is I think about honestly. So
shit.
me, okay, so I could see how that could be implied as rude, even right. But to me,
I said it.
I'm talking more about. So honestly, like in my head, I'm not thinking about the way out. I'm thinking like the 78 years that you lived. You've seen a lot of shit. You've lived. Yeah, I'm not thinking of like, damn, you only got.
I know, that's why it's funny.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Okay.
No, I
So-
can see how that could be, but no, I'm thinking like you're old because I'm thinking about this half.
Yeah.
I'm not even thinking about that half of it.
Yeah. So back to them. So the guy must have been in fairly okay shape for
Yeah.
68 if he was
Yeah.
if he was helping pushing
Yeah,
carts.
you could tell. Maybe they were no younger than they weren't younger than my parents. No way. So that's why I'm saying I think
Yeah.
they were a few years older than my folks. But I was concerned for him. Like he was trying to help even and like so he outpushed the cart and then he wanted to stay helping, but we're
Yeah.
to a point where like it's just like a couple more heavy lifting things and we're done. But like fucking we gotta get the basket on the thing and he's
Yeah.
like wanting to help and I'm just like, bro, you don't want to hurt yourself. You're on your trip, bro. Like but I don't want to be rude. I'm trying to get it to work a tip here,
Yeah.
but
No.
so I want him to enjoy his experience. I'm just scared he's gonna fucking get
Tip.
a little tweak, fucking.
Tip your ass in some Lucky Charms, man.
So, no, so he was real cool, helped, and then he was like, I was asking him a lot about Ireland, so that was kind of cool. But I asked him, how did the people treat you here in Albuquerque? I was curious, you know, and he's like, oh, the greatest. He's like the greatest.
People say that, and I'm like,
But you know what it is? We've talked about this.
Yeah.
I think what happens is here in Albuquerque, when someone's gonna trip on you, it's more for they know you from somewhere. You know what I mean? It's gonna be for a reason, like you're local. Like, but if
Yeah.
if you're from
If
the
you're just
outside,
minding your own
and
business.
no one's gonna trip. I don't. Yeah, it's like that's the way I feel. But he's like, oh, the people have been just great. There's a Roadrunner on the wall right there. But he ran. But anyway, he was like, oh, they treat us great out here. It's been so great, and I was like, that's cool, man. But so, like in my head, I'm thinking like, what if I did that? Flew to another country, and I don't know if that works in other countries. Like we have states.
people
all
don't
our
like
states,
Americans.
but- okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, man.
Well, fuck them. I'll stay here. But I was thinking, like, man, like, how cool would that be to go to another country? And
Nah,
then, like,
I'm
visit
talking.
like
I'm
that?
talking shit. There are specific countries that like we are friendly with, and they don't like it. Like that stereotypical France. Supposedly France fucking hates us. You know what I mean? But we're cool with them, right? But like we can go there and feel okay, but they still don't like us.
Yeah.
They think we're fucking. Yeah.
Yankees.
Yeah. Fat American pigs.
Fuck them.
Did these people have strong Irish accents? Were they,
Oh, fuck yeah.
top of the morning
Oh,
to
yeah.
ya?
Fuck yeah, bro. Cooler than shit, though. Yeah. Yeah, just like that, though. But, man, they were just super cool. People that you could hang out with, man.
Yeah.
Like, but from the other side, the other side of the world. Just talking about people from other places. So I have my coworker, one of my employees at work. She's literally been in the States for 3 to 4 months, say 3 months, and
From where?
Cuba,
Okay.
and like never had Doritos, never fucking like
Go fucking right to the Doritos.
shit like that. Yeah, like so we had a
They got
kid.
Doritos in Cuba?
No,
Fucking communist
No.
motherfuckers.
no Doritos, no steak. You don't eat fucking steak. Like I'm over there cutting steaks, bro. Ribeyes, a big old fucking 2-inch thick ribeye.
They just eat a bunch of pig or what? Cubans eat a lot of
Rice
pork,
and
right?
beans. Not that much meat. No, not really
No
much meat
proteins?
at all. No. So this is literally the way it works
Yo,
in Cuba.
communist.
You're not allowed to have money. So
Yeah.
like at the start of the month, they have books, and you go to the market or however it works, and you get your allotment for the month. 2 pounds of beans, 2 pounds of rice.
What does that
whatever,
sound like?
And that's it.
What does that sound like? Universal fucking basic income. That's what they want to fucking do here.
So-
Fucking communist fucks.
So, but that's all you get. Like, there's no store. Like, there's no Albertsons.
No,
for
they
you to
they
go buy
they,
meat,
they
you know?
control they control what you can have.
And then at that, so say for instance, you are kind of you have a little status and you own a couple cattle that you get milk from and stuff. Like, you're not allowed to kill them
Yeah.
and feed your family meat,
That's government cattle.
pretty much. But like they account for that shit. Like, they know, Joe, you own 2 cows.
tagged.
Like, yeah, and if it dies, you better go report that shit. I even asked, like, what if you come back? I asked, like, what if you kill it, eat it, and come back, and you're like, oh, it died, it got sick and died, and fucking fuck no.
The vet has
You
to
will-
come
you'll-
out
you'll-
and declare
you'll
it.
fucking go to prison, bro. Like, fuck
You gotta seriously, probably the vet would have to come out and be like, "You died of this" to clear your name, right?
So probably be more of just like a military guy. I don't think they have like vets like that.
Send out the cow vet.
Yeah, no, fuck no. Dude, a military guy will roll up. No, so so it's funny because I like to like I'll cook her a fucking steak or whatever, you know. Like I like we had Doritos, fucking. I'm like, here's Doritos, and
She's like,
yeah, bro. So it reminded me of like I've seen a kid try Doritos for the first time too, like a 6-year-old kid, and just be like,
you in the business of watching First Eats.
yeah, bro. But it's funny to me. So
nuts.
then
That could be a TV
I had
show.
to tell her a few days later, though, this is junk food. Like, it's no good for you.
She's like,
But like ever since she tried it,
tastes so
she
good.
left work and went and fucking yeah. No, so I had to like kind of
horrible-
explain to her.
That was a
You know what I
horrible
mean?
Cuban
Like,
accent. But it tastes so good, AJ. These Doritos, they're bad.
sanitarium. No, so yeah, you were scared. No, so it was just it's funny, like when just it's so different, I guess, just all over the world. It's a trip. Not saying anything's better or worse. In that case, of course, Cuba.
Sad
but
when you
like,
think about that
oh
for a
yeah,
sec. Fuck, that's just food. That's a tiny aspect of it all.
yeah,
Just the freedom.
yeah. And then like if you go against the grain, you just go to prison quick, bro. And prisons,
Throw
like,
away the key.
people fall out from malnourishment, dying in the prison.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah. But yeah,
Fucking horrible.
I see a lot of different kinds of people working the balloons. Asian. Indian.
Staring off.
Irish. Mexican.
No, man, you'd be surprised.
Irish
You'd be
Mexicans.
surprised how many people do those types of trips, and then horrible they get sick and they end up in the hospital in some foreign place.
Well, this is small, but I had an uncle and an aunt. They're like my second uncle and second aunt, so they're older. They came over here for the balloon fiesta. My uncle at the balloon fiesta, like, I guess if you want to volunteer, you can help somebody at random. You know what I mean? My uncle grabbed the fucking something and started pulling and fucking tweaked his back. And it ruined his whole.
I'm not laughing. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Why would you? I don't know. I wouldn't do that. You want to feel like you're part of the gang?
Full experience, dude. Some people want to get in there, bro. Sometimes dude. I've even had a little kid helping us. Like when I say little kid, a 9-year-old, 10-year-old kid
trying to live.
And we're into it a little bit, trying to let them help where we can. But it comes a time where I'm like, this kid needs to. But the parents are just over there drinking champagne like we're babysitters, bro.
Fucked up.
Yeah, and I was just like,
yeah, he'll show you the balloon. AJ, show him the fucking.
And then
show him the
he
envelope.
was jumping around and shit, and I was just like, careful, because like, yeah, it's fun jumping in this little area, but like it's a metal frame, like you'll bust your face, like if you think it's soft over here, you know. But anyway, but yeah, I've had some instances where I'm like, come get this fucking kid, you know,
Get this fucking kid out of here.
But I'm also trying to work my tips, you know, like
the thin line between the cashola and responsibility.
Yeah, it's a thin line. I'm trying to make them tips, boy.
Trying to keep the little kids alive, make some money.
And even today, so I've gotten to the point now, because I've been doing it a while. Like, I get the more you're good with the people, you get better tips. You know, so like, I'm working it right from the start. You know, like right when they get in the van, it's your first ride. You know, what's the store? Where you from? Where's home?
You like Christmas? You like Christmas on your breakfast burrito?
Where's home? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And,
red or green or both. What you guys want?
So we get to talking, you know, and I get them juiced up.
Tell them go to Canvas.
Going, dude. I've had instances where they make reservations before we get back to the fucking office. A lot of times I work Monday, so they're disappointed because we're closed Mondays. I had somebody last week. Oh, we'll be there. We'll go tonight. Oh, we're closed on Mondays. You know. Oh, well, we're leaving tomorrow. Bummer.
Next time you're in town.
Yeah, no, next time or whatever. But you got to work those tips. But I was gonna tell you a story. Oh, no, yeah. So today I start my spiel and I got the people going, but then we had to move spots. So we go to the first launch spot. They're like, oh, we don't like the wind. Okay, let's go to the second launch spot. And I'm talking to the dude next to me, and we get to the spot. And you're going to have to blank that out.
Okay.
The pilot, he goes,
Yep.
The pilot's like, man, that guy wouldn't shut the fuck up. But he don't say the F word. He's like, that guy wouldn't shut up. No, but I was thinking like, I was the one talking to him, but I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to work the tips. I'm just trying to work our tips, bro. Like, why are you getting mad that I'm juicing up the customers here?
Yeah.
Bro?
Like, I'll take your cut of my juicing.
Damn, I'm gonna say that next time. Well, if that pisses you off, I'll just take your cut, man.
I'm greasing these motherfuckers up.
Yeah, greasing the wheels, baby.
Lubing the deals.
Straight up, you got to. I ain't trying to make no shit tips, man.
Yeah. No, that's what it is.
But either way,
but no,
there's certain races that don't tip, but I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah, I don't think we'll touch that one. I'm about to blank. I'm about to blank out this whole fucking section. Fuck.
No, that's true though. You ever heard of that?
Well, and okay, so we would agree that obviously here it's like a melting pot, right? It's like that other places as well. I don't think it comes down to race. It comes down to other countries. Because there's other countries that
certain races they just don't live in that country.
We'll go with that. But in other countries, tipping
or that are native.
Tipping isn't country. A thing. Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else.
AJ, stop! So you're saying the country that don't tip, the people that are native to that country,
not even native to that country, they could just live in that country and they just
just get familiar,
and that's familiar. You know what I'm saying? So trying to dig us out this hole. Familiars. No, but like in other countries, tipping isn't a thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I've heard.
Like,
yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
I've heard.
In what countries is tipping not a custom?
Oh, I know which one. Boom, but I'm not going to say it.
Germany, Ireland, Portugal, and the United Kingdom.
Really?
It's really up to you.
You know what's funny?
But you're Irish tipped.
Some of those people, I think they come to America and they're like, oh, they tip here, like this, like, you know what I mean? Like they're on, because a lot of those people have money.
Obviously.
So what you're saying is like, like when in Rome, that's what you do. But so that's what I'm saying.
It's just
they know that it's our
what's right.
custom to tip, so they're pumped to tip when they get out here.
Yeah.
Sometimes tipping can make you feel good.
So okay, so let's see. So if you went to another country, any of those countries that doesn't tip, would you be psyched about not tipping?
No.
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 Okay. You sure about
I'd
that?
switch it up. I'd be like, hey, I'm American, baby. It's what we do. We take care of our own.
Trying to get the good name
We
back.
take care of our own.
Trying to get the good name back to the Americans.
But you know what I was thinking?
What?
Like sometimes, like
United Kingdom, they don't tip. The UK.
Sometimes tipping, I think, can make you feel like you're kind of like superior, So sometimes it can make some
Not in the
some
culture, not in the
people feel
tipping,
good.
not what the tipping culture's turned to in this country. You know what I'm saying? Ever since COVID, everybody wants a fucking tip. For what?
For what?
Everybody wants a fucking tip. We've talked about it.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I don't know why. Everybody wants the handout,
Yeah.
But I just think I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is, people. But usually I make some pretty damn good tips. That's all I know.
I think it feels good to tip. It feels good to tip for good service.
Yeah, definitely.
It feels good to tip well for good service.
I think so.
Had another good experience. I'm switching lanes real quick. I had another good experience at the Texas Roadhouse. So we've it's been a couple weeks since we've done this, and we missed Mother's Day. It was the Sunday right before supposed to be last week, and went to the Texas Roadhouse, bro. I am so fucking impressed with this one here on the west side. Like any other, how busy. Okay, on a normal day, how busy Texas Roadhouse is just constantly, right? Well, throw in the fact that it's Mother's Day. It's a Sunday, right? Bro, they were on top of their fucking game. We did a online. They don't call it a reservation. They do this all the time too. This isn't just for Mother's Day, but you go online, you put your name down on the party, and they put you like on a seating wait list. And then when you get there, you check in. All your party has to be there, right? So they opened at 10:30. Okay, we told them a time of 12:30, and I was like, that's a little late, because they went to church, right? My mom and my sister and them, and I was worried that was a little late. I was thinking if we got there like around 11:30, might be a little bit better. But so we put our name down for 12:30. We show up at 12:15, ready to roll. All the parties there. We check in. Bro, I shit you not, bro. They had us fucking seated, fucking ready to roll. It was already busy as fuck because they opened at 10:30. There's people that showed up right at 10:30, I guarantee it. And bro, they were just fucking. Everything was on point. It was even better than the experience that when I went 2 weeks before that.
Yeah.
And it was just fucking
Cherry,
bro. So
good.
Impressed. I thought about that because I always make it a point to have the cash for the tip, And this waitress, she was fucking on point the entire meal. Fucking
yeah, they do good service. That one for sure, but I bet you they make good fucking money. Those ones, yeah, those servers. I heard. So this is through the industry, and I don't know if they all run this way, but I heard the one down the hill, like you get 5 tables and that's it. Like and that's why you get good service too. It's and then like they flip them so much, they still make their money.
They're not stretching them too thin.
Exactly.
Not pulling them too many directions. And then in turn, that makes the employee happy. They have the right attitude to represent the spot, and it's
kind of works out for everybody.
It's like a circle.
But that's awesome, especially because it was Mother's Day and stuff.
Oh yeah, so. Couldn't have been better.
Would you get the sirloin again, or?
Yeah, I went with the sirloin, and they even cooked it even better this time because I go medium well, and when I went 2 weeks before, it was closer. It was well, you know what I mean, and that's fine. It wasn't like dry or anything, but they cooked this one fucking to the fucking T. Whew. Awesome. And everything was on point. Got the fucking the bloomin' onion, their version of the bloomin' onion. Where the fuck
I've had one.
Texas cactus.
The bloom.
Fucking cactus bloom. Something. Yeah. And that was fucking on point. like well done. Didn't even have to ask. Like it was fucking perfect.
I like their salad too. They got a good salad. I get their side salad.
Yeah, no, I do too. I go Caesar though. I know you don't go Caesar, but they got a good ranch, so they yeah.
That's good.
Hell yeah, man. But
I've been wanting to go there actually, just to get. It's because I've been hungry for like a steak, you know.
yeah, a steak you don't have to cook yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking shit.
But Rio Rancho meat, you can't go wrong with that either.
Yeah.
I've been back over there too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's got to be a, I don't know. It's got to be like a front. Fuck it, I'll say it. You know, that place, because it's like I don't even know how they've been in business forever, but there's always a few people in there. But I mean, fuck, man, to pay the bills and everything, like fuck, they have a bunch of employees. I'm just like, I wonder how they fucking survive. It's crazy.
I remember even when they were at the original spot they were at across the street, it was like that too. My mom would go in there all the time, and it was always like that. Like, but they still had the best quality meat.
Yeah.
So they weren't like sitting on it, you know.
Yeah, I went in there one time. I don't think I talked to you. I don't think I told you this story. I went in there and it was like 5 o'clock. They closed at 6, and I was like, I usually go in there and get the same thing, if couple fillets. And she's like, oh, they're already all cleaned up back there, because they have steaks, but they don't keep the fillets pre-cut. They cut them to order. So they have like some New Yorks, maybe some sirloins, some, the chicken, pork, and stuff.
Let me ask you this: do they do that because people are real particular? They'll come in and be like, "I want this many ounces of fillet." You know what I mean? Or like, so
no,
is that?
It's just.
Or it's an expensive cut, so
it's
they
an
do it to
expensive cut, and they do it to cut just because
they don't want to be wasteful. Like if
they don't want to be wasteful. So like, I'm not trying to say like it's like spoiled, but like say like you cut a couple cuts of steaks and you have them for displays, they don't get bought up that day or the next day. They might throw all those in the grinder and make ground beef out of it, but you don't want to be doing that to tenderloin because it's just too pricey. I guess it just comes by the price, I guess, But they don't have any displayed tenderloins. I remember the first time going and looking, and I'm like, you guys don't have any fillets? And she's like, yeah, in the back. And ever since I've gone in, she gets them from the back. But I went in an hour to close, and she's like, oh, they're all cleaned up. Like, you ain't gonna get them. Like, yeah, we're done. But I'm thinking in my head, like, that's fucking ridiculous. Like, it's an hour to close. Are you guys open or are you fucking closed? But it's whatever.
Yeah,
I would
imagine that they run weird hours too, like short days.
Closed Mondays and shit. I'm like, rolled up Monday, all happy to get a steak. No, get out the car, go to the door. I'm like, what the fuck?
There's never any cars there anyway, so it looked normal to you.
Monday.
Walked up at the door.
Yeah,
fuck.
That's an odd day, I thought, for a butcher to be closed.
I need to talk to my mom about the origin, because I remember she knew that lady. Or I think my dad might have known her from Alameda.
The owner or something?
Yeah, Mrs. Chavez, I think was her name. And we're talking like when we were young, bro. And because I remember my mom talking to her. She was like this little. She's probably since passed, because I remember she was this little old lady back then.
You, Joe?
She's old as shit. In AJ's words.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Damn.
You emphasized it.
What's wrong with me?
So I'll get the story on that, because I remember being young. Yeah. Imagine if this is a Mandela effect. I was like, I never talked to no fucking old lady. What you talking about?
Her name was Mrs. Smith or some shit. No?
She was a white from the mountains of Utah.
This is. I'm just gonna throw this out there. I think that's what drives people crazy sometimes, and I've talked to you about this. If you get too into that shit and that's all you're fucking letting in your brain and that's all you're doing, you can start thinking like your family and your friends aren't really them. Like, people go crazy like that.
Well, that sounds like schizophrenia, Like, you gotta have some kind of
I think that's how it. I don't know. I think you can develop it.
That sounds like a form of like a strong form of like, because you get like it's paranoia for sure. And then, you know what I mean? But it's like, you're right,
but I think people are too free with diagnoses these days. I think they're just, I think it can, you can create that within yourself. Like you can poison your brain so much that
I-
you start going cuckoo.
I think that a lot of people live on the edge.
Or you think they're predisposed anyway.
That's a thing for sure. But like, I think, one thing, you're born with it, obviously. But I think a lot of people live on the edge between like not and like close to that psychosis, schizophrenia type deal.
Alcohol and all that
And
shit.
then all it takes, they've shown that like meth and not like fentanyl, but like I think it's meth. Like it causes like psychosis,
Probably crack even
long-term
too.
use.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably crack. I think a lot of people live on the edge, and all it takes is just like a little something, and then like they can slip over into that side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why like you got to be careful with like psychedelics and like high levels of like THC edibles, because like there's people that like, there's stories of people like changing, you know what I mean, like not coming
Yeah.
back, being different.
I've heard of that.
Like slipping over that edge, and whatever that edge is, I don't know, but that's scary to think about. If you think about it, I don't know, it scares me.
Nothing. You know what I was thinking?
Yeah.
So it is kind of scary, right? And I was gonna ask you like scary how, but like no, I get what you're saying, but you know what's wild is I've definitely heard more of stories like that, but there's some people that have stories where it helped them, you know?
Yeah.
Like
No, 100%.
yeah, so it's crazy how like you're saying
Not so much the THC edible stuff, but like the like psychedelics.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
That's what I
No,
mean.
there's a lot of
so it's both ways.
but that comes down to the individual, I think. Like I think some, everybody's wired different. So like people are gonna experience it different. So like in some circumstances it could be beneficial, just like with anything, I guess, and some could be negative. But like you hear a lot about that. But like talking about like self-diagnoses, you hear a lot about people doing like, now they're like doing this ketamine therapy and like going to doctors and like that shit. I don't think that's, I don't think that's good. But people are saying that it's benefiting them.
The only person, so I've read a lot of that, I've seen a lot of that, right? I've seen a lot of it, but the only person that I personally know that was doing that fucking turned into having massive health problems. He was microdosing shrooms, and this is, like I said, the only person that I know that was
So
personally
he was doing it daily microdosing.
Yep.
See, and then you hear people that say that they fucking swear by it.
And he got sick, bro.
Like how
I don't
long?
want to talk too much
Well,
about
no, that's
it.
fine. But how long? I'll talk about like what's the length?
What?
Like how long
He was
are we
doing it
talking?
probably for a few months, and then he got super
That's
sick.
not long. That's not long at all.
But consecutively, he would make his little.
The caps, grind them up and make the caps. That's yeah. Yeah, it
but
seems
who
like
knows, man?
it was probably just an individual. I mean, it's just like we're
Only
just saying.
one I'm just saying though, like, cause like I'm a proof in the pudding
Yeah.
kind of person. I could read about shit all day, but
That
I even was
somebody-
thinking about doing it until I seen him and his story, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna probably chill out on that. Probably not do that.
Yeah. Yeah. But going back to when I said like that's scary and you thought about it for a second, like what do you mean scary? Like just imagine like losing control of everything. But I mean, only that person knows how much of their reality is still intact, like how much they remember of what their previous life, so to speak, was before they slipped over that edge. But imagine if you're conscious of that, like you remember being different, but now you're this way and now you can't go back. That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. That's like,
That's pretty deep. I guess what I was thinking more of like, is that scary? So you don't want to do it?
well, I don't think I'm on the edge of fucking slipping into psychosis. You know what I mean?
But
that
just hearing that story, does it like make you like apprehensive?
I guess kind of in a way, because like you never know. I mean, those when it happens to those people, they don't think it's going to happen to them, and then it does.
Let me tell you, or not ask you. Let me tell you something that I thought was interesting. So, I remember one time when I took acid. We did it in a group of friends, and there was like 5 or 6 of us, but a couple of us, like two of the friends that day, just like showed up to the house at random, bro, and they weren't planning on staying for a long time, weren't planning on doing, like, they had no thought of doing any kind of acid or anything. They showed up to the house and started hanging out. Next thing you know, we pulled out the acid, right? And then they took it, and then, but I remember all of us, I remember one person having kind of a little bit kind of bad trip, not too bad, but everybody else just had the greatest trip. And it was one of my first times doing it, if not the first time that time. And I remember afterward, like the next day when everybody was all sobered up and stuff again, like talking about how great of a time everybody had, and it was a great night. And I remember one of the veteran guys that had done a lot of acid was saying how, like, that's the best way to do it, like they did it. Like you're not even, because you can throw yourself into some bad trips and shit and bad things going on with your thoughts, thinking too much about
because
it.
if you're like, next Wednesday we're gonna take acid, and then between now and then you're thinking about it, you're like, I hope I don't have a bad trip, I hope I don't think about this negative shit that's going on, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I thought there was something to that, like living in the moment with it, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Thought
it's
that
got to
was
be
kinda
like
cool.
a spur of the moment type deal,
I thought that was cool though.
because you don't have time to think about what could negatively happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just there. Huh?
You ever thought about that though, or not really?
No.
Pretty neat.
Well, I don't fucking, I don't.
No, I know. I'm just saying, just
Fuck
like
around with hallucinogenics.
I never really, I would have never thought that, but I think that there's something to that. You know what I mean? Like,
I think that's the smart way to do it, because
Yeah.
you're eliminating what if.
Nice.
But yeah, no, it's crazy.
What have you been up to, man?
Just busy as fuck, man.
You haven't, I guess you went to Roadhouse. Did you see that they closed?
went to Roadhouse.
Oh, so it was Texas Roadhouse you went
Oh,
to. Right? I was going to
okay.
ask you if you ate anywhere.
But no, because we're talking about Roadhouse 2 earlier. I was like,
yeah.
I went to Roadhouse.
Did you see they closed down a bunch of Red Lobsters through the country?
Yeah, I did. It's funny
Get
because
fucked with ours, but
no, I didn't, because we only have 2. I think they closed a lot. Like in certain cities, they probably have a bunch, so they closed. Yeah. It's funny because I was just talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, man, it was good, but they're going out of business. They're probably gonna file Chapter 11, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm on a cook page on Facebook, but it's worldwide. And
Did you hear what fucked them? Like,
no.
what was the like? So they did this.
they gave all the biscuits away for
They
free.
gave all the fucking shrimp and fucking lobster, crab.
Oh, yeah.
They were doing unlimited. They did this unlimited promotion. This is a real thing. You look this up, bro. And they lost their fucking ass on this promotion. Because I guess seafood, just like with all other types of food, seafood's probably even more expensive, right? And seafood's always been pricier.
Shit's
So
ridiculous right now.
So, yeah. So their never-ending shrimp and lobster or whatever
Put
they
'em
were
under.
doing, fucking put them under. They tried to be like fucking Italiano next door and fucking.
There's a lot of
never
difference giving away fucking flour and water and eggs than fucking giving away fucking lobsters and shrimps.
Some pasta. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, we could do
Never-ending
pasta,
pasta bowls.
you know, but
all day.
yeah.
Make some more pasta.
And then, oh man, yeah, that does sound. It sounds like it makes sense.
Have you seen this guy? I'm switching lanes because I just did an Italian accent and it reminded me of this fucking video I seen. So there's this sandwich shop in New York. I don't know why I said sandwich. Sandwich.
Yeah.
There's a sandwich
You went to
shop.
Mexican.
It's like a deli like bodega type thing in New York City. And it's these, you probably already know what I'm talking about, but it's this Italian older dude, and like I think it's his 2 sons that work there. And the old dude, he starts out the video, he's like, "Time to make a sandwich," and he fucking has this roll, and he fucking slices it in one swipe, bro, this sharp ass knife, and like cuts it open perfect in half.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Vito, get the fucking," or he doesn't say fucking, he's like, he's like, "Vito, get the chicken cutlets." And then his son will grab the chicken cutlets. He's like, "Here's the chicken cutlets." He's
seen
like,
that,
"How
I
you
think.
doing?" It's fucking.
You know what drives me crazy
What?
on those videos?
Yeah.
Like, they don't ever slice the mozzarella right. Like, they fucking leave those.
Big old fucking
Yeah, I'm
thick-
like, I'm a chef, you know, so I'm like,
Moots.
slice them fucking
They like their
mozzarellas, you know?
moots. Their
And
moots
then they
wet.
put too much fucking, I don't like prosciutto, bro. Fucking that shit, bro.
Fucking.
I can't do prosciutto. Those
You don't like
fucking-
that glaze they put over it? That it's
Oil
like
and
a,
vinegar?
No, it's not oil and vinegar. It's like a dark glaze they put
Oh,
over it.
balsamic reduction? Yeah, no, I don't like that. That's a balsamic.
I know you probably.
What that is?
Do you like
is-
the? Would you eat fresh mozzarella like that?
Yeah, yeah, but I just want them to slice it correctly. I'm like, but so the balsamic reduction, the dark one, that's have you ever seen balsamic
It
vinegar?
looks thick. Yeah.
So you take the vinegar, right, and it's vinegar, and you cook it, and you boil it, and you reduce it until it's thick like that, and it makes it sweet. The sugars come out of it a little bit.
Okay.
And
yeah,
then
they
it's
dre-
called
they fucking
balsamic
drenched-
reduction.
They drenched that fucker.
Yeah,
right?
no, I don't.
They put the peppers in fucking. He's like, go get the peppers from the fridge. He's like, how you doing?
Yeah, those are cool videos.
No.
but, I just like when I see that, I'm just like,
What's a chicken cutlet? Answer me that.
so a cutlet of any kind of meat's gonna be like a thin cut.
So that's
but-
just that's that. So cutlet is the term for the slice, the thinness.
well,
of it.
you know, usually they pound it out.
Yeah, because it just looks like thin breaded chicken, right?
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. That's a chicken cutlet. It's gonna
Okay,
be
but
your breaded-
what part of the chicken is that?
the breast?
It's a breast.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. See, I wasn't sure. I was like, that looks delicious, but I wasn't
I
sure if
guess
that
you
was the
could
breast.
make it out of a thigh, but everybody like, cause like if like a chef's watching this right now, like I'm sure you can fucking use a thigh or, I guess pound out any piece of fucking chicken, but it's gonna be a breast usually.
Okay. Yeah, that's just that's me not knowing. what the
Yeah,
fuck.
chicken breast.
But yeah, no, that looks delicious. Fucking chicken cutlet sandwich.
Yeah, it's fucking. I've seen a couple different ones of those guys in
Yeah.
New York. And
The
New
way he does
Jersey.
that slice though, he just goes whoosh, yeah, fucking the bread just opens perfect. Like
It's probably some good bread.
yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, he's an old school Italian dude.
Have you seen these ones where they're like, there's a couple guys that do it, but like the dad's a chef and they like take them like a McDonald's burger and they're like, can you make something gourmet out of my food? And then they fucking,
No, I
I
haven't
don't
seen
know.
that.
There's just too many of them. It kind of bothers me.
I was gonna say with that, going back to that the Cuban girl at work, you should you could do like YouTube shorts and shit, like take her to eat at places for the first time.
I could.
Fucking and her reaction, and then you crush her soul and be like, "It's bad for you," and slap it out of her hand after she takes a bite. Don't slap her. AJ.
No, out of her
slap it out of her head. that's a face slap. You got to slap it out of her head.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
So, oh man, I forgot what I was gonna say. It's so funny though.
yeah.
What was I gonna say?
Well, you could just cook up all kinds of creations there in the kitchen too. Obviously.
Yeah. Damn, what was I gonna say? It was funny. I don't know. Oh, I don't know how it came up, but mushrooms came up in conversation the other day, and
Like what kind of mushrooms?
I was chopping regular mushrooms,
okay.
and she was asking if they were psychedelic. I think she
Oh.
was joking.
Oh, okay.
And she had said she'd seen like a documentary or something, right? And little does she know, I know what's up with the mushrooms. And so I showed her a picture of the ones I had grown.
Yeah.
And she told me to bring her one.
Okay.
I was like, you crazy.
That'd be episode 1. fucking popping
Just
caps.
introduce her to all the American ways. The Westerners' ways, bro.
Yeah. Freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom.
It's awesome when you see somebody like you could tell just how
No, especially when it's in close proximity, it should make you fucking appreciate fucking, all this shit. Appreciate what you got, AJ.
Yeah, no, you're right though.
That's
for
fucking
sure.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Right on, man. If we ain't got nothing else, wrap this
No,
motherfucker up
that's
for this
it.
week. After 2 weeks, we are back. We didn't even say, we just got right into it, man.
Maybe
We were just flowing
maybe we
today.
didn't. Who knows? It's a Mandela effect.
Podcast gold on a Monday. Thanks for tuning in. As always, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, share this shit. Really helps us out. As always,
Thanks for listening.
AJ and Joe Show. We're out.